Hey, welcome to my channel where I talk about dolls, and that's literally it. And in this video, I'm going to be not unboxing the new Janie and Jack collection that I just received because I already recorded that and the mic was off for the entire thing. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the outfits and show them to you, which is, I guess, the next best thing at this point, and I guess it's going to be a lot shorter of a video than it would have been otherwise. But I do want to say something that I did say in the original video about when everything arrived. And so this, as most of you may have noticed, the Janie and Jack collection was part of the cumulative sale. So the more you spent, the more you saved on what you bought. And so I managed to get enough of the pieces to get up to the $200 mark to get the 25% off. And I have to give a shout out to the American Girl shipping because I placed the order at, it was like 3 in the morning of the Tuesday. So really early Tuesday morning. Within 12 hours it shipped. So Tuesday afternoon. And as someone who's in Canada, it arrived here Saturday. At the time I'm recording this, yesterday, but a long time ago by the time you see this. And what's really cool is, well, I don't know if it's cool. I'm saying this as someone who's worried I may not get in trouble, but I think it was a one-off that this happened because you understand as if I finally explain it. So as I was checking out, I noticed that they weren't adding the tax to the total of what I was buying. And so I got a little nervous that, you know, they were going to charge me somehow later, or that there was going to be some other kind of hidden fee or something like that. So I went into their shipping section to see sort of what is going on, you know, how are they charging the tax? And it said that they do still ship to Canada. They ship through Canada Post, which is sort of like USPS, but in Canada. And so we may be up to being charged taxes, and I don't know if they said the word tariffs, but processing fees and things like that. And I was like, okay, that's better than having it be charged some other way. But I was kind of a little nervous that if they don't fill out the form properly, we may have to pay tariffs, even though we don't pay tariffs in Canada on products from China, which is where everything was made. But anyway, it didn't matter because it still shipped the same way it always did, which means it arrived to me through the same local courier. So not like a FedEx or a UPS, but like an actual local courier. And they don't have, as far as I know, they don't have the means to charge taxes. And all of that is just to say that not only did I get the 25% off, I also kind of got 13% off because they didn't charge tax, which is a first shopping for American Girl. And how fast it shipped here was, I feel like even when Indigo, which is where we used to have them in Canada, I feel like shipping wasn't even that fast with Indigo as I got it here. So, you know, I have to give a shout out to the American Girl shipping for being so fast, especially to come to another country. That's amazing. But of course, the not amazing part is the fact that I recorded a whole video of opening all these things, and now I'm just going to show you what I got because, you know, it's a part of the holiday season, and I will just try to talk about it as I reacted as I was unboxing it. And so, you know what? Let me first tell you what I got. It came down to having 4 different outfits. One that was already an outfit in the box, one that was a build-in outfit, another build-in outfit, and then a pajama set. So that's what you can expect that I'm going to share with you. The first outfit, the build outfit, it consists of the pleated party skirt, the ruffles and ribbon blouse, the glitter and bows shoes, and the sparkly celebration accessories. And the things that I remember saying about it, I'm going to show it to you on the doll because who's already dressed. What I had to say is I wanted this outfit that I just described for a particular doll that I bought this year, and I wanted the doll because of the outfit, and I wanted the outfit because of the doll. But I was waiting for the outfit to go on sale, and I've already shown the doll, and so now I can show you the doll with the outfit. So this is Geneva. She is the limited edition holiday doll of the year. I think she's called Glimmering Gold, something like that, Golden Glimmer, something to that effect. And so another thing I mentioned when I was dressing her, but you'll never see the footage because you can't hear it, is that when I unboxed her, I was disappointed in the wig, and I kept saying that I know I'm not going to be disappointed after it settles in. It's just that she came out of the box with really, not bad box hair, but her curls are so, let's say they're so magnificent, so big that they just needed time, not just for me to work on them and get them fluffier, but they needed time to settle and fluff themselves out. So that's what I was saying about the doll. And the outfit itself, I was really surprised at the material they used for the shoes, because I didn't really expect it to be like a glitter fabric, a glitter vinyl sort of. And I thought it would be more like the material of the skirt. And the skirt is nice, it's soft inside, but it does feel kind of like it may deteriorate over time because it feels like that kind of vinyl that, you know, that they used to use a long time ago. But what I was really amazed about was this shirt. Like, I really do love this shirt. The shape of the shirt is so sharp and fancy, and she just looks so, well, she looks kind of snobby. But in, like, you know, she's just like that kind of girl who's got money to be snobby. And then the thing about the stockings is that they feel kind of rough because of the glitter that they use to make the stars and the spots, the twinkles. But it's not a problem. You're not going to wear them inside out on your doll because the inside of the shoe or the inside of the stocking is fine. And I use double-sided tape, and I showed you how to use how I do go about using double-sided tape on putting their purse in their hands. And the one real worry I had about this doll outfitting her was putting on this headband because it has no give. It is so like taut, like you can't. It has no. It's not flexible at all. But it did. I was able to squeeze it on over her biggish head. It's not that her head's big, but she has big curls, so I was really worried about that. And it, as you can see, it's on there fine. What else do I need to say? Because I said a lot when I was unboxing her, of course. I also mentioned that I didn't use any of her original jewelry for this particular doll because I had one that I've kept boxed, and then this is the one I wanted to open up and play with. And so this is, even though this is a very holiday outfit, I also think it's classic enough that you could wear it on your, or put it on your doll all year round. And it's similar to last year's collection that it's a build. Well, I mean, there's always a build your outfit element to the Janie and Jack collection. I think this is the third one. If there are other collections that I don't remember, I just didn't collect it that year. But this year, it really felt like you weren't mixing and matching so much because everything was so obvious about how you would build an outfit. So this was literally an outfit that they could have put in a box together. And I guess you didn't have to have everything, but what would you go without? I don't know. I guess if you have other shoes that you want to put with it, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, this was an outfit that you were going to build on, unless you really just wanted the shirt from it or something. And I could see why, because the shirt is amazing. And I didn't realize just how cute it was from the stock photos. And even when I first got it, like I looked at it, it was cute. And then as I got on, I was like, it's even cuter. And then I also mentioned, because of her not having her actual jewelry from the doll itself, I did manage to find a pair of earrings during my travel that suited this outfit. And because I had this outfit and this doll in mind already, I already had the doll on me when I was on that trip. So when I saw that these earrings, somebody was selling these earrings, I knew that they were perfect. So let me bring the doll up. I don't even know if I have yet because it's been such a long night. So another thing was trying to get, to get the stockings to sit flush against her, where her feet meet her legs, but they did. They're good. And you'll notice that the chain on the purse is really thick, especially compared to last year's Stardust purse, because really it's just a newer version of that. And I'm going to compare them in a minute, just like I did about an hour ago. And so these are the earrings I was talking about, where I thought so they're silver and gold, and I just thought they were perfect for this outfit because I didn't want her to have, I really didn't, for some reason, didn't want her to have any elements of her original outfit. And so what I was saying about last year's build an outfit from Janie and Jack, this was my favorite one. It's not one you had to go with, but I feel like this is the 2024 version of this doll. They're like, this is 2025 of the holiday doll wearing the Build Your Janie and Jack collection, or Build Your Janie and Jack outfit from the Janie and Jack collection. And the difference between Kiana and Geneva is Kiana does have her actual jewelry. So I can compare the purses. I can show you the difference between the pink Stardust purse and this new Janie and Jack purse, which is funny to think because I don't think Janie and Jack designed this purse, but they certainly borrowed the design from it. However, there are notable differences. For one thing, the chain is a lot thicker on the gold version, this year's version. The star feels a little bit smaller, but I don't know if it's because of the difference in the chain size. And then the glitter that they've used on the purse is, so on the gold one, it's that sort of vinyl that has glitter in it. I feel like it's a glittery vinyl, whereas the pink Stardust one has glitter glued to the shape of the purse. And another thing I noted when I was dressing the doll, I was kind of curious if any of this would have like shed a lot of glitter, the glitter on the stockings or the glitter on the vinyl of the purse and the shoes. But it didn't. I think I only saw one or maybe two flecks. I'm seeing more glitter on my hands now. But regardless, I do think it is fine enough that you won't have to worry about it shedding too much. But I mean, it's the holidays and we all kind of get stuck being covered in glitter at this time of year. At least I know I do from all the decorating. So that's it. That's all I'll say about this build your own outfit from the Janie and Jack collection, because there is another sort of build your own outfit element that I originally did not like, and that is the royal ribbed cardigan, so that pink sweater that I'll show you in a second. So the pink sweater with the purple skirt. I originally did not like it, and to me, with the gold and the pink and the purple, I think they're really reaching to make it look like a really, you can mix and match anything. To me, it's not working for my brain. But maybe you feel differently. I'm just talking about for me. And then this, I call it the barnacle dress. That's the only thing I didn't get from the Janie and Jack collection. I forget what it's called. It's cascading blooms or petals or something. So I think it's flowers, but to me, it doesn't look that way. And even in um, pictures I've seen on social media, people opening or having the outfits on their dolls. And that's something I did originally say when I unboxed everything, was that after seeing a lot of these things on dolls in people's social media pictures rather than just the stock photos, I did fall in love with a lot of it more. This I knew I always wanted, and another outfit which I'll show after I did, but it's this one that I thought, okay, I think I like it enough, especially because I have a certain doll who could wear it and it would really suit her character how I have her. And if you're wondering who that is, I gave all these clues last time when I did the proper unboxing, but it is my Raquel doll. See, the thing about Raquel is she does wear these kind of colors, the pink and the purple. And so once I had her in these shoes, she was wearing a different outfit, a Maple Leaf outfit, but I wasn't feeling it that much on her. It just wasn't suiting her for whatever reason. So she had these shoes, which were, as far as I could tell from pictures, a perfect match to this skirt and this cardigan. And it's fine. I mean, if you don't hold them next to each other like I did when I was dressing her, then they do look like a really good match. And I'm sure I'm just being too picky. But I also have her in Be Forever Samantha's meat accessory necklace. And then the headband from Be Forever Samantha's meat accessories, I've cut and made into a hair tie so that she could still have her original hairstyle. And she's also got a ring. I forget what it's from, but it's a perfect match to this as well. It's gold and burgundy, so everything comes together really well. And the one thing I was worried about when I was dressing her was that this neckline, because the neck looks like it hangs a little bit low, but it doesn't. It actually comes up just to the right place, and the collar is really soft. I like where the sleeves hit. This is Velcro, this jacket here. It's like I can't go through all the motions of unboxing it again, but I can just explain what the process was. And then I was also pretty shocked at how short this skirt. For some reason, the skirt looks really short on her, but I like it, and it all comes together very nicely. This feels like such a silly video now. So let me bring it close and show you how these two pieces came together. And as you can see, it's perfect for Raquel, at least the way I have Raquel in my collection. And I honestly don't know what else I had to say about this outfit because that whole video is mute. And then the last outfit that I unboxed is called a sparkly cream celebration dress for 18-inch dolls. And the one thing that I was really excited about, I remember when I was about to unbox it, is that when you see the pictures of this outfit, stock photos, and even the picture on the box, the shoes that come with it look so shiny. They look like, I don't even know how to explain that, almost like liquid metal or something, you know what I mean? Like they just looked like, how did they make these shoes? And I was really surprised to see that the shoes are actually the same material as this skirt. So they're not as shiny. It's not that I was disappointed, I was just surprised. And the dress itself is one piece. The headband is very hard, it's not as stiff as this was, even though I didn't get to show you how stiff this is. But it was also cute because it came with these roughly little socks and a ring. And I talked about how I'm going to explain how the rings work on American Girl dolls, because I really think it's brilliant that they put that split in the plastic so that you can put it on any finger and it just slides right up and looks like they're actually wearing it, even though their fingers are welded together. And the doll I chose to model that outfit is my custom doll named Tewila. And I was really worried about putting it on her because of the headband, and my Tewila doll has a very big head. But it fit fine. I'm not sure I put it on correctly, but the best I can do now is just show you the details of the outfit up close and personal. Like I said, the shoes are this material, not a very shiny gold, but they still look fine. You didn't get to see my surprise or my disappointed surprise, my surprise to disappointment. But once I realized what they were, I was fine with it. And so you've got a bow here and a bow here. So there's a lot of little details to enjoy. She's wearing Raquel's bracelet because Raquel's bracelet didn't fit with that sweater, unfortunately. And I love this bracelet, so I couldn't have somebody not wearing it. So it is really cute. And one of the things I liked about this outfit is I felt like it has some versatility. You could put it on a younger looking doll and it could look a little bit like a baby dress. I don't know if there was a bitty baby version of it. There must have been, because it does have a little bit of a babiness to it. But you can also put it on it just looks like a fancy dress for a let's say a little bit older of a girl. I wouldn't say it's an adult outfit or even like an older teenager outfit, but you know, I could see a girl wearing it, not just a baby. And something about the dress made me think of the 80s. I didn't notice that there was an extra. I think I thought it was just one straight down layer of it, but it's actually like it's tiered. And inside, so this dress, the underlayer is softer. It's not as tenty as the layer of this dress. That's one thing I noticed when I was unboxing this, was that I don't know if you can hear how loud it is. You know what? Now that I'm touching them, they do feel about the same. I just, for some reason, this one felt a lot worse when I was unboxing that outfit. Yeah, I guess they're about the same. And so I was saying that something about this reminded me of something from the 80s. Maybe Barbie had a similar dress, or something Moon Dreamers or something like that. But I like it, and I do like that they release, and at least they release one outfit that's complete, and you don't have to build it like this one, because by the time you built this, it was a lot more expensive than this. And maybe it's because it has a purse and it has a little bit more to it. But the fact is, I waited for a sale anyway, so I'm really happy that I did, because I swear last year, I feel like this year it took a while for the sale to occur, whereas last year I felt like it's like I remember buying all of it, the Janie and Jack collection, receiving it, unboxing it, and then within like a week or two it was on sale, and I was just like, okay, next year, mental note, I'm not going to buy them at full price. And I mean, I have other reasons for not buying at full price, but yeah, I'm really glad I waited, because it wasn't that long. The holidays are almost here. It's like I still have the full season of them to wear this. So I think I've said enough about the 3 outfits. I still have a pajama set, and then a couple things that I didn't get around to unboxing before I realized my mic was just turned off for some reason. This pajama set was the thing I was the least sold on. It's the Hannah Anderson pajama set, and it's something that I'm not familiar with them as a brand, or I don't know if they're just pajamas or whatever they make, but I understand from what the comments when I reacted to all this stuff on an older video, people were explaining to me the significance behind Hannah Anderson. The one thing I didn't like about it is how tight the pajamas look, because I, as an adult, don't like to wear tight pajamas, or wear tight clothes when I'm sleeping. And so people were explaining, if I do understand correctly, that it's by design. It's for fire safety for children, so that's why it's like this. And that made me appreciate it. But I was still hoping that in person it wouldn't look this tight. And I was almost completely finished dressing the doll. I was putting this on when I realized the mic mishap. So I can show you. And the truth is, I don't feel like I like it anymore in person, as in it doesn't look any baggier. It's fine. I mean, I understand now why it fits the way that it does. And it's a cute set, because it also, I think it pairs nicely with last year's pajamas. I'm going to check on that in a minute and see if I was right or wrong, because I have her best friend character wearing that pajama set now, so I can compare them in a minute. So the one thing I didn't get around to is it comes with these socks, the tight pants, and the tight shirt, I guess for fire protection. Not that your doll is going to be able to use it, but for kids. And it also came with this hair tie that I really wasn't aware of, so I chose the wrong doll, because her hair, what am I going to do with this? So in the moment where I realized the mic wasn't working, I was toying with the idea I was trying to, like, should I change her hair to suit this hair tie? But after all the grievances of tonight, nope, I'm not going to do that right now. But what I am going to do is compare it to last year's pajama set, because I didn't get around to that just yet. Because the funny thing is, tell me if you see it. This pajama set is just as tight as that one. And I loved this. I loved it last year. I loved it from release. I loved having it on my dolls. And for some reason, I don't know what it is about this pajama set that looks so tight to me, because I feel like it's probably about the same fit, right? You tell me if I'm just clutching at straws to make me want to love the new pajama set better. But now that I see them beside each other, the two sets with the 2 best friends, they're going to look so cute on display. So I am really glad that I have it, and that it went on sale, because it was pretty expensive to be in the first place. And so now that I have this and I have them together, I do feel a little bit better about the purchase. I just don't know what to do with this hairband. Like, nobody can really use it. This didn't come with the pajama set. The slippers did. They're slippers, right? Yeah. But this came with last year's advent calendar. That mess of an advent calendar that was so expensive but full of such cheap stuff. I'll never fall for that again. Right? You just fall for that once in your life. if at all. Most of you probably wouldn't even fall for it once. And so now I can get back to opening the 2 things I didn't get around to. And you can at least see that being unboxed, because I also got, I'm going to put her down for a minute, because there was the fur jacket that came out from the Janie and Jack collection. And I don't even remember putting this in my in my cart because I'm like, where am I going to wear this? I have all these fur jackets from previous years and from other, even from Maple Leaf, they have some fur jackets too. And the American Girl ones always make them look so like they're a tick ready to pop. And so this is called the Tied with Bows jacket. And I think when I put it in, I was probably trying to get up to that 200 or yeah, I was trying to get it so that the free shipping was going to be included. And I don't know if I don't remember if I said it yet. I think I said it in the part that was muted and therefore unusable, that all of a sudden, so we thought that they said that they were upping the free shipping to $175, but this order went through free shipping at $150. And so I looked through their shipping policy and it says that now. So did it ever happen, or did they just talk about making 175? Did they stop getting as many orders? Did they realize they don't need to have 175? Whatever the case may be, I probably bought a couple things I didn't need to because I did want that free shipping. And it all worked out because of the sale price and because of the no tax. I don't know how I got away with that. But anyway, let's talk now about this jacket. The lining inside it's that tent material. I don't know why. They love this material. It's just, to me, it doesn't feel nice and it doesn't sound nice. But, once it's on the doll, I guess it doesn't matter. And I think I said this in the muted part that I was going to try it on with the pajamas because I didn't want to put it over this outfit because there's no way I'm going to risk ruining that beautiful shirt. And she's just wearing pajamas, so it's not like they can really get ruined, especially when they're so tight. So this is the one thing you get to see me. Well, there's another thing after that I have to unbox too, but it's not clothing. It's an accessory. Oh, and I'll share another thing that I bought. You know what? One more thing that I did buy with this. You know what? This actually looks cuter. Maybe she should wear it with her pajamas. I guess you know what it is. Sometimes it can look like their shoulders are up at their ears, like they're wearing their shoulders as earrings. Yeah, so it's a lot of the time because it is really soft. Oh, it's really soft and fluffy. So I think that's why I can just make them, because they're already a little bit thicker of a doll, that I can just make them look really bundled up, even though it's supposed to look fashionable, like a fashion jacket. So the other thing I bought, might as well open them now, because she's just wearing socks. I bought these shoes that I was not going to unbox today because they were on clearance and I really liked them. They're cute little sneakers. And I think they were like $6, or they got down to even cheaper than $6 because of the extra. This was included in the additional, it would accumulate with everything else you were buying. So they probably still have them in stock. If they were clearing them out that hard, they must not be very popular. So if you're interested in them all, I can at least talk about this. Weird video. They're fabric, stretchy fabric, and they are cute. I'm really surprised that these aren't selling better. I don't remember when they went on the website. I don't know how old they are. I just, all of a sudden they were in that clearance sale. And so I noticed them a long time ago and I thought, well, if they're still available by the time I put through this holiday outfit order, then I will buy them. And they were even cheaper. So bonus. Wow. Look at Kylie's outfit. You'll have to forgive her for having to wear this like mix and match. Listen, Janie and Jack's all mix and match, right? So it's not even that crazy. It just looks weird anyway. So the shoes are cute. If you were thinking about it, they're really cheap, so why not? And I think I'm going to have to admit that I was being harsh or something against these pajamas. I don't know why they look so much tighter than the last year pajamas that I love, but here we are now and I have them. And they're cute. And I do like how she looks with her best friend there, Janie, who is off to the side now because I have one final thing to unbox. It's this year's Elf on a Shelf, which I forgot to mention earlier, but I have her and I don't have the original girl Elf on the Shelf that they released. I'm assuming that the original girl Elf on the Shelf was a white elf, and this one is a black elf, like a black girl elf. And then the boy elf, he's behind me, isn't he? Yeah, he's right behind my head. So I wanted to get her to be a sort of little girlfriend to him, which is so silly, I know, because they're just elves. And I wanted to see if there's any other differences to the doll. So the box is the exact same, except, so you look up in the corner and it's a picture of the actual girl who's inside. And I'm going to get the other elf in a second to compare and show you the lack of differences. But here she is. Oh, she's really cute. She's actually really cute. She wasn't on sale, but I didn't care that she wasn't on sale for some reason. Because you know what it is, I wasn't going to just order her by herself, but I did want to have this little elf because she's really cute. Oh, and they're a little funny to take out. I remember when I got the one last year, I wasn't sure if I was going to debox him. But then I was like, of course I'm going to. What am I going to do? Just because they look like they display nicely on inside the box, but they're also fun to have your doll holding them, like the doll who's holding that one behind me. So here she is in her legs all cramped up position. So I guess that's the difference. It's everything's the same except she's got a skirt. That's all that makes her different. Well, she's also got a different skin tone because she's like a black version of the girl elf. So now let me go get the other elf stuff. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing that they do put her picture up in the corner. So the art is different. They gave a girl elf for the girl doll and a boy elf for the boy doll, but they didn't change her skin tone for the new box, which is very strange. If they're going to give her a skirt in the art, why not change her skin tone? Weird. I mean, the doll, it's still cute. Let me show her because she, I guess, would be a little bit more detailed because she's got a skirt and he doesn't have anything. But as far as I remember, she was, because the prices have gone up, so I feel like she was actually more expensive. She was more expensive, so I guess that's a good thing because she comes with the skirt. This is what I was about to say, but I don't think she's expensive because of the skirt. I think it's just because of increases. I think everything else is the exact same. Like it's the same mold. Is this hair? Oh no, is her hair a little bit longer? Her hair is molded a little bit longer, if I can tell. Yeah, so I guess there are subtle differences to the doll aside from the obvious. But they're very cute, and now he has a little girlfriend. I think. Anyway, you guys, this was such a nightmare come true. See, the thing is, I used to pay more attention to my mic, and I don't know, I got too confident because I hadn't had any issues for a long, long time, and this was not the only video I filmed tonight, so whatever. Please be nice. I hope you got to enjoy seeing things, because I know unboxing is fun as well. And I mean, I did unbox it for nothing, like on camera, but anyway, it's the holidays, so that's all that matters. Me making some holiday content to get us all in the spirit, and I am in the spirit. It's just that was not fun. So thank you to all of you who got through this with me and forgave the little oversight of calling this an unboxing video when all I unboxed was an elf on the shelf. And thank you once again for hanging out with me, and hopefully I'll see you soon in the next video.